Okay, hi everybody. I'm coming in with a story time. This is the first story time that I'm gonna do. I've told this story before when it was fresh, when it had just happened on my Instagram, and because now I've decided to do a YouTube channel, I didn't know what would be the first video I started with. I just got the urge to finally. Sorry, I live near train tracks, so that's the train. I mean, we're in quarantine. I really don't know where these trains are going, but anyway, so I decided that I'm gonna just film my first video today, and my first video is gonna be a story time. It's right now I can laugh about it. Actually, to be fair, at the time I could laugh about it then as well, but in the exact moment when it was happening, I couldn't laugh. I actually couldn't laugh. Okay, so for those that don't know, at one point in time I lived in Canada. So I had moved there because I was just like, I'm tired of England, innit? So let me just go there and see what's popping and stuff. So anyway, so I moved to Canada, and when I moved to Canada, it was in the summertime, so it was hot and everything or whatever. So I went over there in June of last year, 2019. Right. So 5 days into being there, obviously I don't know anybody there or whatever, so I'm trying my best to kind of navigate around and see if I know where I'm going. So I said, alright, cool, boom. So I was living in Toronto, and I was just like, I want to go to the Eaton Centre. Cool, what's wrong with that, innit? So I got the map up online, and I was like, yeah, boom, I'm just gonna go to the Eaton Centre or whatever. So anyway, now I went down there. The thing is, I was dilly-dallying all day, right? I was dilly-dallying all day on the phone with my aunt, yeah, and she was just like, oh, dear, wait.
You're waiting till it gets a bit late.
Do you know what? Let me just go in it. Let me just go so I can kind of know the area and stuff like that. So I left out the house and I'm on the phone talking to auntie, and I'm just like, at the same time, it was when, what's the stupid basketball people their name? What then? Raptors, Toronto Raptors, whatever in it. It was they won in it. They had won the thing. So they were having some parade. Clearly, I'm not interested in the parade. I'm just trying to go to the Eaton Centre. Right. So because it was a parade and that, they do what they do over here for carnival. They shut down some of the stations. So, and then on top of that, I don't know where I'm going. So I was looking at the map, but obviously the station that I needed to come off at, because the Eaton Centre has a station. What's the station called again? Okay, so I can't remember. So whatever the station is, it's attached to the mall. I couldn't get off at that because obviously they had it closed off because the parade was coming past through the Eaton Centre or whatever in it. So I had to get off at College, and I had to walk like a mad bot. But again, I don't know where I'm going, so do you know what I mean? So anyway, so I'm walking. So now I'm on the phone talking to auntie, and I'm like, yeah, girl. And I'm talking to her about everything, right? So then
I'm like, oh, I think I know where I'm going. I think this looks familiar.
Real proud of myself. So as I'm walking, coming in now, I was like, snap.
So, oh snap, auntie, look, there's a Uniqlo.
I used to work at Uniqlo in London, innit? So I'm like, stupid.
I was like, brother, there's a Uniqlo here. I didn't know that.
That's what I was saying to her and that. And then I looked down, because I tend to walk and look down. So when I was walking and I looked down now, I'm seeing blood droplets. So I was like, what is this? What's this? So I was just like, auntie, there's blood on the floor. She's like, what? Because now my auntie works in a hospital, right? Because she's a dialysis nurse. And so I'm like, auntie, there's blood on the floor. And she's like, what? And I was just like, yes. As I'm walking deeper into the shopping centre, the blood spot is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm thinking, no, I'm bugging out. So I'm looking down, and the thing is, yeah, other people weren't looking down as well. So as I'm walking, I'm like, no, and people are walking in this blood. So as I'm saying it and I'm saying it out loud, I'm looking at people that are walking in it, and then now they're looking on the floor. So now they're jumping back. They're thinking, bro, what going on here, innit? Because I'm like, how is people walking in this and not even noticing that there's blood? But then again, as I said, I walk and I look down. So then when I looked up, I'm thinking, auntie, it's a bit of a mazine, you know? And then I turned to the side, and there was two boys. There was one boy that was just laying on the floor, and then another one, he was laying on the floor, and one of the security guard people was pressing wherever they were pressing. So I'm assuming that's where the wound was. Yeah, and then there was another one that was sitting up, and we locked eyes. I said, I was like, no, you do not need to be looking at me. And I was like, Auntie, the man just looking at me. And I was like, Auntie, there's 2 people here, stand up, and one of them are looking at me. Auntie's like, Deandra? I don't know why I didn't think go home. I don't know why, but I was just like, okay, well, the deed is already done. Whatever's happening is already happened. So what am I going to do now? So I was just like, okay, cool. So I started walking in. I was just like, but Auntie, the man's looking at me. Auntie was just like, Deandra, just walk like you know where you're going. Because at the same time, I was walking, but at the same time, I was kind of like not knowing what go on in it. Because anyway, the eating center, when you walk in, especially if you come in from like the side towards Dundas Station, rotted, that's the name of the station. When you're going through Dundas, yeah, like, it's the bit where the Samsung is and the Uniqlo there, you have to walk through Nordstrom. But I didn't know that, because I was just like, this is a very expensive part of my money, don't stretch this way. I'm trying to get to like the H&M kind of sides, isn't it? And I didn't know, so I was trying to ask somebody, but I didn't want it to look like I didn't know where I was going, because remember that guy was eyeing me. So I said, no, I need to move as if like I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so I started going, and then I went up some escalators upstairs, and I realized I went upstairs to the deeper part. The man with Louis and Gucci and Loewe, and the man up there, I can't afford that. So I said, no, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I'm trying to get to, the most I could do is Zara. I'm trying to get to them kind of levels. So I went back downstairs, and then when I went back downstairs, the guy stood there. The guy's probably thinking, this girl, like, did she not just go for what? Anyway, so then I come down and I actually bossed through, and I was like, okay, because you got to walk straight through Nordstrom, and then that's when you get to the proper mall, innit? So I said, okay. So I'm walking through there now, and I'm carrying on. So now, by this point now, when I had left London, I had stopped off in America for about a month. And then I went to Canada. So by this time, my eyebrows are all kind of bushy. Like, I hadn't had a haircut, because obviously I hadn't found the right eyebrow person. I hadn't found no barber, no nail person, nothing. My nails were looking crinkle cranker. So I was just like, no. So now I'm walking through, and I got to Sephora. That's where I spent all my money. So I went into Sephora now, and then I'm just like chatting to people. People are like, oh my God, you're not London. And I was just like, yeah, I just moved here, rare. So then now, so I'm talking to them, and then I'm asking people about their nails, asking where to do their eyebrows, and they were just like, oh yeah, we got a Benefit eyebrow bar here. The ladies there is really good. And I was just like, don't gas me, because if you make me pay $30 to do my eyebrows and they come out crack-headed, like I'm scattering this whole place. And they were just like, nah. But these, I was talking to someone, right? So I was just like, no. And okay, my black people know, yeah, sometimes when you go places and you want to do something and you want to get something done properly, it's like no kind of like racism towards it or whatever, but you just go and you ask your fellow person of your fellow kind. So then I saw this black girl, and her eyebrows were looking really, really nice. So I was just like, babes, like, where did you do your eyebrows? She's like, oh, I normally do mine somewhere that I don't know. And I was just like, okay, what do you think about the girls here that do it? She was like, oh, if you're gonna do your eyebrows here, you need to ask for this chick. What's the name of the girl? Some girl in it. She was like, you need to ask for her. She's actually the best, and she does eyebrows really good and rare. I said, okay, cool. So I went round there and I asked for the girl. They was like, oh, she's on lunch, but she's coming back. She has a slot. She could fit you in at like, I think my point was either 3:30 or 4:30. One of them kind of 30s, innit? So I said, okay, cool. So it was coming towards the time. I think I had probably like a half an hour to kill, right? So I said, okay, cool. Here, what now? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go downstairs, peruse them all, and see what go on in here, and then see how I can, do you know what I mean? They were just like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing. And I was just like, yeah, I'm looking for something to eat. I want to get a smoothie. They were just like, oh, there's a really good smoothie place downstairs. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm walking out. Hey, bearing in mind, Auntie's on the phone this whole time. Don't worry, me and Auntie, that's the kind of thing we got going on, okay? We just be on the phone with each other. So she's on the phone this whole time. And my AirPod is just there like, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm walking now, and I'm walking about.
But Auntie, they got a La Senza, and I was just like, they shut down. Like, I swear La Senza went into administration in London.
My auntie lives in Atlanta, by the way. So I'm like, I swear,
La Senza went into administration. Like, them man got it over here. That's sick. Like, them.
And I'm talking to her, and I'm telling her about everything that I'm seeing in that. And then she's just talking to her colleagues saying,
put the other patient on. He needs to start being dialyzed.
So we're both doing our own thing while we're on the phone. Hopefully this doesn't bait her out, because I don't know if she's supposed to do that. But whatever, innit? So then, what's it called? I'm on the ground floor now, and I went to the smoothie place. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get a strawberry banana smoothie. And they were just like, okay, cool. Now, can I just say, bare people. Because again, it was this stupid March thing. I don't care about basketball. So I was just like, why is this? I was like, Auntie, there is so much people here. And Auntie was just like, yeah, because she's into basketball now. So she's like,
because the Toronto Raptors won and anyway.
And I was just like, okay, but sometimes stay home. It's not every day come outside. Like, just in my way. And you know the ones where people are walking there and they're walking hella slow. Like, it was pissing me off because they would walk and then all of a sudden it stopped. Oh my God, Foot Locker. Brother, move to the side if you're going to do that, innit? So anyway, so I went on and got my smoothie now. And I'm like, okay, cool. 2-2s now. I'm walking and again, remember I said crowd, yeah? I'm walking and I'm talking to her, I was like,
yeah. I was like, there's a cinema under here as well. This is sick. I was like, it's actually lit. And I'm like, but wait, this isn't the station I came into.
Because when you go down by the end, down by Shoppers Drug Mart, that's another station, that's Queen, innit? Didn't even know the shopping centre was between two stations. Dundas and Queen. You're literally walking to the next stop because that's the shopping centre in between. Didn't know that, but whatever. So I'm like,
so what? It's another train station. And I'm talking, I'm like, yeah.
And I'm walking, right? And you know the ones, yeah? So there was a family, so a husband and wife, or a man and woman, pushing a pram. And then they just stopped in front of me. And you know I hate that. So I'm like, there.
So what, you're just gonna stop there?
Nobody's saying nothing. So then I looked up because again, Deandra walks and looks down and I kind of look like that and I walk and whatever. Because, you know, sometimes you might find money on the floor, you know, nobody's not looking down. I'm looking down though. So then now what's it called? Yeah, so I'm like,
What's going on? Why you just stood there?
He's answering me. But then I looked up properly now and I realized that everybody is looking in this direction. So while they're looking in this direction, I'm still walking forward because I'm like, I don't understand what's happening here. And then the thing is, yeah, people have stopped. And I'm thinking, what are they stopping? So I'm thinking now, okay, maybe some kind of celebrity because you know this is Drake's place. So maybe Drake is just walking up and down in this place. So I was just like, I don't care. Like, hurry up. Because now it was a 3:30 appointment. That's it. So now it's getting close to time because I'm like, lady, hurry up. It's 3:17. I'm trying to get back upstairs, right? And then again, because I know where I'm going, I'm probably going to be lost. So I'm trying to get up there quick time. So then no one say like, oh yeah, I've missed my appointment. So now I'm walking. But as I'm walking that way, I realized people are running towards this way. I said,
hey, what's going on?
I started running because I'm like, what? So then now, when I was just like, what's going on? All of a sudden I hear, pat, pat. Like, pew, pew, pew. It's a 22. Like, I was just like, no, what's happening? So all the while, Auntie's in my ear, and I can just hear this woman saying,
oh, we need to put Mr. Whoever on dialect.
I'm thinking, Auntie, what's going on? I was like, I don't know what's going on. So everybody's running. So then the man in Foot Locker now, because I was directly in front of the Foot Locker, the man in Foot Locker is like,
No, come inside. Everybody get...
all trying to close the door. And I'm thinking, what is this? I was like, no, what's actually happening? Because I didn't realize what was happening. Like, I heard the pew, 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 but I didn't realize what was happening. I was like, no, what's happening? So then I ran in the back there. Oh, and what else did I have in my hand? I think, brother, I had Panera Bread in my hand. I had my Asiago cheese bagels and my barbecue chicken flatbread sandwich shit. So I was just like, no, what's actually happening here? So then I ran that and everybody's like, go to the back. The workers are like, go to the back. So we're in the back now and a whole bag of randos in the back along with workers. Yeah, so I'm like, okay guys, hi, what's actually happening? So then somebody was just like, oh my God, they're shooting in the shop. I said,
They shooting?
I was like, no, they're actually shooting. Like with guns in the shopping center. She was just like, yeah. I was just like for real. And she's just like, yeah. And then one girl's on the side and she's like, Mom. Nah, you can't. I was like, you can't be crying like this because this ain't right. This ain't right. So while I'm talking, you know this woman is still on the phone and she's not understanding what's happening. She's just doing her own thing. And she has one of those earpiece things. So I believe that all of that's going on, but she's just like, I don't listen to her. Like, she's probably randos talking. So she's just, I can still hear her saying,
and after you take off this person, no.
And I'm like,
Auntie.
And I'm trying to talk to her because now my heart rate is just like, like, I just don't know. My heart's beating hella fast, yeah. At this point, I had an American number. So this is why me and Auntie could be on the phone all this length of time. So I'm like, nah, this woman is not serious. Like, she's actually not serious about life. So then I'm calling her and she ain't answering me. So I said, nah, hung up. I said, I don't have time for her. So I called Dell. Yeah, Dell's my cousin, which is her daughter that also lives in Atlanta. So I called Dell now and I'm just like, Dell. And then she picked up the phone.
No, girl.
Because she's talking to her sister and her kids. I'm like,
I don't care what's happening in the background.
I was like, brother, they shooting.
What?
It's like, they shooting.
She's just like, girl, what are you talking about?
I was like, am I not speaking English? I'm at the shopping center, I'm at the mall, right? And they shooting.
Guns? Again.
I was like, brother, that's what I asked. When no one told me that's what I said, with guns? I couldn't understand. And I was just like, yes, brother. And she was like,
okay, hold on. And then she could hear I could hear the girls in the back. And she's like, girls, I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet. Hold on. And she's like, Deandra, so what are you saying to me?
I was like, I'm saying, I'm at the mall and they shooting with guns. And she was like,
okay, so can you leave?
I'm like, brother, I am in Foot Locker's back room with a bag of randos. I don't know what going. I was walking, minding my business. I'm trying to replay to her what was happening in my head and what I was thinking and what I was doing. And then I ended up having to, and she's just like,
okay. Oh,
no, because she know me and my anxiety gets real mad. I feel like this was her, like, therapist, counselor, brain activating, because she's a counselor and she's a, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's what it was. So she kind of was like trying to ease it and not bring too much, like, you know, rare so that I could start freaking out. So she was
like, okay, so you're just gonna have to calm down.
In my head I'm thinking, this chick is too calm. I don't think she understands that I'm saying it's a chopper. Like, I don't think she understands what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so she's talking to me and then she was like, okay, do you want
me to hang up?
Hang up to go where? Hang up to go where? You need to stay on this phone. And she's like, okay,
I'll stay on the phone.
Okay, all calm. And I want to choke her because I'm like, I don't think you understand the severity, but like in hindsight, I know why she was talking to me like all calm and stuff, right? So cool. So then her sister Jenny is just like, so what, they shooting? She's from New York, right? And she's like, oh, they shooting.
So they shooting out there?
I'm like, I don't, how many times they got to ask the one question? I couldn't understand it. So then now, yeah. So then obviously now over the, what's it called? The tannoy, yeah? Over the announcement thing, yeah? They're just like, attention.
All shoppers of the Toronto Eaton Shopping Center. Yeah, so that
And I'm thinking, don't go with your professional voice. Come and tell me what I need to do because I need to go, okay? So then they were just like, oh yeah, like,
if you're in a store, please don't panic. The store employees will show you where to exit,
and I'm like, cool. So they were just like, oh yeah, come through this way or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool, fine. Actually, even before then, yeah, I'm standing in the back and I'm trying to figure out what's going on because I don't know anything about Toronto news. I don't follow anybody on Twitter, so I'm trying to keep abreast with the other Canadians that are there because they're just like, oh yeah, it's on Twitter. Like the Toronto PD just posted that that some woman got shot and at the celebratory parade, rare. I'm like, so what? You are just shooting out here, yeah? And they were like,
are you from London?
I'm thinking, now is not the time to be noticing tourists, okay? Now is not the time to be noticing tourists. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. So anyway, back to the tannoy thing. They said, oh yeah, if you're in a store, the employees will let you know where you need to go. And I said, cool. Yeah? So then now the employees is like, oh yeah, walk through this way. So I'm thinking now, when you tell me walk through this way, you're telling me walk through this way so that man can bust out on road, innit? Like outside. The side door that they gave me landed me back in the front where I had to run in from in the first place, yeah? I said, cool. All this time, I still have my Asiago cheese bagels because, bitch, I pay for those. So I still have my Asiago cheese bagels. I still have my sandwich, my flatbread sandwich, and I still had my smoothie. At this point, did I even bust the smoothie yet? I didn't even bust the smoothie because I was planning to bust it after I got my eyebrows done. So it's still closed up and everything. So I'm thinking, do you know what? Bun eyebrow, man's going home, innit? I'm just going to have to look bummy for another week or so. Right, so then now we're going back out now, and as I'm walking out, let me see if I can picture it for you, yeah? So, say these are the doors, the actual doors for Foot Locker, yeah? They had us walk through the side from through that way. So then now, I'm back, like, in front of the doors now, and then and I don't know, I think maybe the manager or whoever the thing decided to open up those doors because there was bare people. So he was just like, okay, some people go through that way because if you're going to let you out through the front, you might as well go through that way, innit? Cool. So now the escalators are locked off and the level I was on the ground level, and that level you can't get out on the street from that level. You have to go up to the mega level to actually walk out on the ground level. Cool. So then As I'm walking, I'm seeing army men just standing there with their guns like this. I said, let me hurry up and get back to Scarborough, please, because what is this? So I was just like, nah, 5 days in your dusty country, you people are already trying to kill me. Okay. So I'm walking now, yeah, and I was like, sorry, sir, excuse me, I don't know where I'm going. Can you, the most English voice I've ever had in my life. I was like, excuse me, sir, I don't know where I'm going. Can you just direct me on how I would get to like the nearest running station so I could get to, is it Warden? So I can get to Warden Station. He's just like, right. So what you need to do, well, he's not even English. He was just like, well, what do you need to do is that you need to go, I don't know how to do the accents, guys. But anyway, he told me basically what I need to do is go up the escalator, bust through there, go through the side door, turn left, follow the crowd. And he was giving me directions. I was saying, yeah, but I was watching that gun because I was thinking, your finger is just a bit too close, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. When I get up, follow the crowd and just keep it stepping, calm. As I'm about to walk up the escalator, yeah, because bare people are walking up the escalator now. Everybody starts running back inside, and I heard pew pew pew. I said no. I ran back into that Foot Locker, but now when I ran back in, I dropped my smoothie. Pissed. £4.50. Not even £4.50 plus tax. Yeah, so I'm pissed that I dropped it. Yeah, but I'm running now, and I'm scriddling inside, and I'm shuffling. Right. My mum said this summer I had flip flops on. Did I not lose a shoe? Did I not lose a shoe on the shop floor? So I'm now in the back, one foot button wet. Yeah, the other foot shoe, I got the shoe on. I said, Jesus is Lord. These times Della's still on the phone.
What is going on the phone?
And I'm like, they shooting. I'm like, they shooting. Right? I don't get it. They shooting up in here. And she just like,
and I
was like, I can't get home. So now my chest is hurting. I felt like I had corona symptoms because I couldn't breathe. Yeah, like bare heaving and all them kind of things there. I'm like, no, it's actually a pandemic. It was a pandemic before it was actually a pandemic because I didn't understand what was happening. So then now I see a Foot Locker employee. It's like, hey, hi, ma'am, can you do me a favor, please? She was like,
what? Can you do?
I was just like, if you got there on the shop floor near the first pillar, yeah, you're gonna see my slipper. Can you bring it, please? And she's
and I slipper.
It's like, my slipper, I left one shoe. So I showed her the other one for reference, so she knows. I was like, I left one shoe out there. Can you go get it for me, please? And she's just like,
okay.
I was like, yeah, go get, like, did I tell you to sign up for this job that you now don't want to go get shoe? Your whole job is getting shoe. So please go and get my shoe. Because I can't, if they're telling me to evacuate now, I can't evacuate one foot without one shoe. So now you need to go and get my shoe, please. Thank you. The Lord bless you. So she came back with the shoe. I said, thank you very much. Thank you. And she's like, okay.
It's okay.
Now, when I catch her stuck and I realized my Asiago cheese bagel bag, through all of the koro that was going on, I bust the bag in it. So I was just like, nah. So I was just like, Miss Foot Locker, sorry to interrupt again. Do you have a spare bag? And she, what do you mean?
She's like, what do you mean? I was like,
bagels are gonna fall on the floor. I must have looked like I was probably the most annoying person at this point in time. I didn't care because I already dropped my $4.50 what do you call it, smoothie. So I'm trying to save my bagels because them bagels ain't cheap. I got, how many bagels did I get? And it wasn't even the flipping Tuesday where you could get the baker's dozen, bro. It was a regular day. So I had to pay a regular price. I wasn't trying to drop my bagels, sorry. And then my sandwich was in there too? No, you're bugging. So she went and got me a Foot Locker bag, yeah. So then now, Tannoy man come up again, yeah. Okay.
Attention shoppers of the Toronto Eating Shoppers Home.
What again now? They're just like, the shopping centre
is now closed. We've been held.
Like, oh, it's only now you want to say it's closed. Now, after we've been held hostage. We've been held hostage for 45 minutes to an hour, and it's only now you're going to tell me that it's closed. Anyway, so then yeah, they were just like,
please exit again.
We tried the whole exiting thing again. This time I got outside and I didn't know where I was going, but I was walking like I knew where I was going, mate. And I made it toward it. I said, this is it. I'm not going to that shopping center again. I'm not going to. It literally took me about a week or two before I went back to Eating shopping center again because I was just like, they shooting down there, clearly. Like, and the thing is, yeah, when I got home, I was so scared to call Daddy and tell Daddy because you know what? Because it was getting later and later, I had spoken to Daddy early in the day and he was just like, you don't know where you're going. You're trying to wait till it's nightfall to come kind of go outside. Why don't you just stay home? He's like, stay home. He's
stop you ass no holes.
No, excuse me, I'm grown. I'm like 29. I know what I'm doing. Please, and now I nearly got what would they have told my dad? My mom is already dead, so now he said now. Nah, I don't know what, I don't know. So I was scared to tell daddy for the longest time. But of course, Mr. Man got Daily Mail on his phone, and then he was just like, he sent me the thing that says shooting in Toronto, eating something, and I was just like, yeah, I was there, brother. He called me on WhatsApp call so quick. He called me so quick. He was just like,
You not listen to me when we attack. You know.
I couldn't understand what was going on. But yeah, but needless to say, I was just like, I'm not going down there again. But it took me about 2 weeks before I went down there again. And actually, when I got my eyebrows done, and the lady was actually quite good that they recommended. So yeah, so that was my story about how 5 days into Canada they tried to kill me. Like, if they didn't want me in the country, that's all they had to say, though. That's literally all they had to say. There was no need for all the theatrics. Honestly, there was actually no need. But anyway, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Maybe with another story time, make up something. Something's gonna go on in it, but yeah. Ooh, girl. Nearly died by gunshot now. COVID-19 is trying to swipe. No one wants me to survive, but you see my guy? Watch me.